We have Deja Cabrera. Deja is a community outreach advocate. She moved to Santa Barbara from Oxnard to pursue her dream of working with youth. Deja works closely with the LGBTQ+ program of Pacific Pride Foundation, supporting the Proud Youth Group, presenting on LGBTQ sensitivity topics, and overseeing LGBTQ+ school club outreach. Deja also works within the Health and Prevention Program as a certified HIV and hepatitis C test counselor, helping to run the syringe exchange program out of the health utility vehicle, and fostering conversations about harm reduction and safety, a very, very important thing to be doing with young people. As a transgender woman of color committed to her communities, Deja is honored to be part of this panel, and we are so honored to have you be here. Please welcome Deja Cabrera.
Thank you for having me today. So yes, I'm transgender, and I actually grew up in the church. My father is a preacher, so I was used to, church, not just Sundays, but on Sundays and Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays and, Bible study and then worship and so I was used to that. Went to private school, did the whole Christian thing. And I struggled with my identity and my orientation. We didn't really talk about LGBTQ issues in our house. It was something that just wasn't up for discussion. So I remember being a little kid and trying to pray the gay away. And I think, some of us in the LGBTQ community experienced that. And I would just pray and pray and pray and pray and pray. And it wasn't until I moved out of my family's house and moved to Santa Barbara and was exposed to a whole nother world, really, growing up in a very Christian bubble. It was wild out there. So moved to Santa Barbara in 2011. Went to the Pacific Pride Festival. It was my first Pride Festival. It's the first time I ever saw, drag queens and gay people, and it was just amazing. I remember looking at the drag show and saying, oh, I could do that. That looks like fun. And sure enough, 6 months later, I was crowned Santa Barbara's Queen of Pride, and my career took off. But there was something about wearing females' clothing that just felt normal. Wearing the high heels and wearing the makeup and wearing the wigs and putting on a performance and everyone enjoying themselves. It just felt normal and natural. And so I decided to move to Las Vegas to further my career in entertainment. I had a show at Bally's Hotel, no big deal. And there is where I saw my first trans performer. And I realized, oh my God, she could be trans and a performer, and she's not a drag queen, she's a woman. And it was then that I started to socially transition, and it was easy for me because even presenting male, I was still Deja, I was still she, her. So that part was easy. I really struggled. I think the struggle and challenges were if I wanted to start transitioning medically. And I realized for me to be whole, it was something that I needed to do. But I wasn't going to do it without having a conversation with God and without having a conversation with my family. Because I'm not the type of person to do something behind someone's back. And I didn't want to feel like I was transitioning behind my family's back, because family is everything in our household. So I decided to move back to Santa Barbara because, medical transitioning stuff is better in California. So I decided to do that and have a conversation with my parents. And at that moment, I was ready to lose it all. I was ready to lose them as my family, because I felt like my happiness at the time was important. And me being happy is more important than making other people happy. And I already spent 24 years of my life making people happy, you know, wearing the boy clothes, getting the haircuts, you know, having the girlfriends, doing all of that stuff. And it was time that I put me first. And so after explaining that to my family, they understood it. And I think now it's a lot easier. I have what's called passing privilege. So that's something my family was really concerned about. And the fact that I could walk down State Street and no one pay me any mind is a blessing. So yeah, that's it. That's me.